So in this video, we're going to look at how to create a group in Explorer and how to add properties to that group, and then look at how to do a property comparison. So you're familiar with the Explorer interface at this point, and you can, again, search for locations by changing the filters, typing in an address. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a group of parking facilities. And what I'll do is I come up here to the top and I click on the folder icon, and I'm going to select the plus sign here to create a new group. And I'll call this parking group Chicago. And then I click the disk icon here to save it, and then I can close. And so what I'll do is I'll look for the locations that I'm curious about studying, and I double click them, and I can add them to my groups here. And I should see in here Parking Group Chicago. I can change the name if I don't like the name that the interface has, and I'm going to add my initials here to that so that it's easier for me to understand. Won't impact anybody else. So I click Save. Then I can go to another property. I will select my groups. I'm going to select my Parking Group Chicago again. I'm fine with the name. I'll hit Save. And I'll come over here and add a final one to my groups, Parking Group Chicago, and hit Save. With the group created, now I can come up here and it'll group them for me. And so if I wanted to essentially favorite something for the next time I'm in the interface and make it easier for me to find it, I can just come to my groups here, pick the one I'm interested in, expand it, and click Water Tower Place. And what that's going to do is that's going to select the property, make it my subject property, and it's going to start out on the micro audience, or not micro audience, a micro trade area. And so then, of course, I can double click it and go right into my post visit if that's what I'm looking for. So in this video, we're going to look at the property comparison tool. And so in here, when you first log in, you can select the group that you're interested in. So I had just created the Parking Group Chicago. It's here now and available. And so the three locations that I added are here for comparison. And so in order to compare them, I simply just click on the property and I drag it below. And once I do, it removes it from my list and puts it below. And so I can do the same with the other two properties. And what this will do is it allows me to look at the location side by side, look at demographics, and then look at their post-visit behavior from this tab. And you can then look at, for instance, if I wanted to compare the food and drinking category of visits, I can do that by expanding food and drinking. I come over here and expand food and drinking, and I can sort of line them up here, and I can see what restaurants people are headed to after they visit my location versus my competitors, for instance. I can also, if I don't like the order, I can drag these things around and rearrange them. And you can have more than three in here at a time. You can hit Export to Excel. That'll export the lists to Excel so that you can manipulate them any way that you would wish. You can combine different comparison lists. So if you had a group here and say you wanted to add Marina City, Chicago to the list, you can certainly do that. So that's how property comparison in my groups works. Stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you.